Hey everybody, Canuck here. So you finished a golf course and you're ready to show it off to everybody and you want people to play it. I don't blame you. You've spent some time on it and hopefully you want people to enjoy it. This video is meant to give you some tips and ideas on how to really sell your course, how to get your course played. Now, will these tips and tricks work all the time and will you get thousands of plays on your courses? Probably not. But if you keep repeating this process as you release courses and become more and more involved in design communities, you will find more and more success in getting your courses played and also improving your designs as more and more people will play them, comment on them, and give you feedback. So before I start this video, I really just want to preface in saying that if you're designing solely for just getting plays, you're probably doing it for the wrong reason. If you think you're going to get a ton of plays on your first course, you're probably going to be disappointed. Design for fun, enjoyment. That's the main reason I design. I mean, yeah, plays are great, but you really want to just have fun with it. Okay, you don't want to be too disappointed with the number of plays that you get. But like I said, hopefully some of these tips will help sell your course. So obviously my first one, and this one's kind of obvious, and this is always the hardest one, is the better courses get more plays. They just do. And even if you're a relatively unknown designer, word of mouth travels fast in the design communities at PGA Tour 2K21. So if you have a good course, people will take notice. Okay, so I mean, how do you get to be a good designer? That just doesn't happen overnight. Some people have a natural talent with it and get good with it fast, but some people really have to work at it. So again, just time in the designer, getting used to things, watching tutorials, not just mine. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there. Things like on Whole Strategy. I talked about B101, who we're going to talk about a little bit more later because I've got an example of one of his course threads. There's a bunch of people that have got some really good tutorials out there, including mine, that can definitely help bring your design game up a notch. Watch streams on Twitch. Again, something I do, but also some other guys I'm going to shout out. Matt F27, Victory Lane Sports. They are some really solid design streamers that you can just watch and see what they're doing and try to emulate as best you can. So really just trying to be a better designer is kind of an obvious one, as like I said, the better courses do tend to get played more. But when it comes to, again, your course is finished, rather than just hitting that publish button and saying, all right, waiting for all my plays, let's see how many people play it. You have to sell your course out there a bit, because like I said, it just goes into that black hole and people might not see it. Even though you spent tons and tons of hours on it, it might just sink into the depths. So some ways of really selling your course, that's kind of what we're mostly going to talk about. And the first one would be pictures. Okay, you want to take some nice pictures of your course to post either on social media or in communities. We'll talk about some good ones in a bit. But to really hook people on being, oh, that's a nice looking course, I think I want to play that. So people on console have a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of taking pictures, because the nice thing about being on PC, which I'm on PC, is you can actually remove all of this all this UI and take screenshots. I think there are some workarounds with PS. I think you can take screenshots with PS4, like through PS4 Share, I believe. What I would recommend doing for any console, I think you can do it with Xbox too, is pretend that you are publishing it, and then it'll say, are you sure you want to publish? You will not be able to edit it again. Okay, just hit confirm, and then it says you'll need to take a screenshot of your course to publish. Hit confirm. Okay, and now you have a fairly empty screen, and you can take a picture from there. Okay. So take a screenshot with your console or whatever. Again, I don't have a console, so I'm not 100% sure how to do that. Yeah, you'll have that little yellow square around it, but it's better than nothing, right? And then once you do, you can just hit B and back out, and you'll have never published it. For those on PC, you can hit the F10 button, and that will eliminate all of, let's try that again. There we go. So that'll eliminate most of the UI, except for this stuff in here. You can actually alter camera settings and things like that. You can change field of view and quite a few things. I wish you could make this available on console too. It's a pain that, not really fair that you can't do this, but again, another benefit to PC. You can get rid of this too by hitting F11, and then you just have a blank canvas and you can roam around and take pictures. I recommend definitely trying to really show off, some nice lower lighting is a big one. So try to find some holes where maybe your lighting is a bit lower, as opposed to something like this. Maybe this way is still nice, but maybe not as nice. And if you want to sell people, flip your lighting around and just play and try to get cool shots. Some people edit their photos if they want. Are you kind of faking the look? Yeah, a little bit, but you really want to draw attention to your course, right? So really do whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, some people heavily edit their photos and little Photoshop programs. You can do, again, whatever you want. You're just trying to sell your course and make a pretty looking picture. So I edit my photos sometimes. I don't mind admitting that. It's kind of a fun thing to do too. So you have these pictures. What do you do with them? Well, I highly recommend you join a community. And there's some excellent communities out there. Even just a simple Facebook group, for like PS4 players or Xbox players or PGA 2K21 designers. There's some interesting Facebook groups there where you can share your stuff. Reddit is a big one. That's very helpful. You can go on the 2K forums. Probably maybe I'm biased, but just because I've been using it for so much and I'm heavily invested in it, but it's the TGC Tours forums. That's where you'll usually find kind of the top designers and where the most active designer community is. So I would head on over to their forums. So here's the TGC Tours website. So if I go to media and forums, you'll bring up their forums. I talked about this a little bit in my how to find courses video, TGC Tours, but if you go down, there's a whole section for designers, and there's two folders that you can look at. There's an under construction where you can post your work in progress pictures, and then once you're done, you want to go into the completed courses thread and create a thread for your course selling it. So you can, I just brought a couple examples up here. So here's a new designer, I'm not quite sure, Lone Wolf 75. I just clicked on his. And as you can see, he's done a nice job with his thread. He's got a nice picture here. I'm not sure what console he is on, but it looks like he hasn't been able to remove the UI. But there is a nice chap who is very kind at taking pictures for you. He'll go down the course or the completed courses thread, and if he sees ones that don't have pictures, or if you ask him, he usually will take pictures. And I'm going to shout him out. It's this guy here. His name's Karma for You. He is our course photographer, and he's on PC, and he will take some nice pictures for you. So even if you're on console, just ask him nicely, or he might just pop into your thread automatically and take them. This guy is a hero. And huge shout out to Karma for You. He's been doing this forever, and his pictures are always awesome. So this guy can really help you with some cool pictures of your course. Okay. So yeah, just like a few pictures, maybe a little story, or not a storyline, but just a little background information on your course, tease, length, interesting facts like that. So some people, this is just kind of a basic thread. As you can see, he doesn't have he doesn't really have any feedback on it yet, and sometimes this happens. Okay. Even doing this, your course might fall through the cracks. It has, even for me. As someone, obviously I'm a little bit more popular with the community, but some of my courses hit and some of my courses just don't. I think that's something you just kind of got to live with as a designer. You can also really go all out. Like, for example, I mentioned B101 earlier. This was him earlier this year when he released his major contest, Black Salt Valley. So he kind of went all out. He's got a little description. He's got some really nice edited photos here, and then he's cut out the whole overviews. I still don't quite sure how you do that. You know, he's got the lengths, just kind of snipping tools and course descriptions of every hole. I mean, this is going all out, obviously. It's not something I've done. Well, I've done on a couple courses, but not to this level of detail. But this is the lengths that some people go in order to, you know, to really sell their course. And this is a really cool thing to look at. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. But it's just an idea. Okay. And then continuing on with community stuff. Don't just use the community as a way to post your courses. Be active in the community. Play other people's courses. Give them feedback. They'll most likely remember you and probably return the favor. Just make connections in the community. Get to know people. If there's design contests, join design contests. Maybe look at becoming a judge of a design contest. Just get yourself out there. Get yourself known in the community. And you'll find once you do that, when you release a course, people tend to know you. Okay? I feel like this is kind of basic stuff. Yeah, just get yourself a little more involved. Asking for feedback. Okay, that's a nice one. That's a big one too. Now, again, you can do this on streams, on, you know, Reddit, whatever community you're into, but do it politely and don't jam it down people's throats like play my course, play my course, play my course, play my course, play my course. If I get asked to play the same course 6 or 7 times, that is a recipe for me to never play your course. So, you know, be nice, be kind, politely ask for feedback. I would love to, again, I would love to give feedback on all your guys' courses. I'm trying to do a few here and there, but just with the amount of requests I get and the amount of little time I have, I don't have a time to do a ton of them, but I do them occasionally, so on streams and stuff like that. But just ask for feedback, and you might get a little bit of feedback, you might get a lot of feedback, and just take those notes and put it towards a new project. Don't take the notes and say, oh, I'm going to go back and re-edit my course and then release a version 2. Don't do that. Just once your course is published, it's out there. Go fresh with that feedback you have and start something new. Okay, and you will find you will get better and better at design as you put in more courses. Okay, the work in progress threads are really good because you can get feedback just by looking at a few pictures. Some people could pick up on, oh, maybe you should fix your sculpting, or maybe this green site might look better over here. Taking that advice from some people, again, is, I think, something that's invaluable. Just picking up on feedback, soaking it in, and using it on your new courses. So I hope these helped. It's a process, okay? And sometimes it's a little bit of luck is needed too to get your course, you know, played and popular. But again, like I said, design for fun. Don't design for popularity or for plays. If you put in the work, the plays will come. So hopefully this helps, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and look for some Course Design 201 videos coming up soon. Later.